Hey Quacky, thoughts on the outcome of your court case and how will it impact your season?
Look, here at Stoke, we are a family. We battle, we fight, we love. We don't make love because we're not from Norwich, but we get over it. Will Sam Kalukas, Adam Davis and Harry Souttar be getting punished? Obviously, because they're turncoat pricks. Not allowed to swear anymore. I guess that's enough year into my sentence. Because they are turncoats, and you know, we don't betray one another at Stoke, but we will fight on, we will get on with it, and we will deal with it. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. I hope you all had a jolly good time. I think there's an episode to get into. Thank you. What is good, people? Welcome back to another episode of Quackers TV, the #1 show in Liechtenstein. Check it, it's a fact. Boys and girls, last week, or yesterday for some of you, there was a lot of storytelling, there was a lot of narrative, there was a lot of courtroom drama, but today it is football, 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 and we need a good start. Blackburn up first. Obviously the Fulham game at the end, it didn't go well for us, we did concede late on, but if we can get off well here, we've seen... See, I would be angry. Let's just turn that around. Ooh. You lot think I'm dirty. You lot think I cheat. He's legitimately just hit someone with an MMA elbow, but I'm the cheater. Of course, that seems right, yeah, that seems right. Just because we're Stoke, just because we foul people, just because we've broken a couple ankles and a couple shins, tibulas, fibulas, ankles, cankles, heels, you have it. What? But everyone can now foul us as well. It's not fair. It's a double standard. Blackburn, obviously, trying to go one-on-one with us. We're going to let them know. If you want a game of roughhousing, we ain't the team to be trying to go one-on-one with. When it comes to scraps, we are as scrappy-do as it comes. Blackburn, they do come forward. They do have attacks, but look, the pressure's starting to tell. They are starting to struggle, they're starting to be sloppy, they're starting to make bad passes. The fouls come in, the cankles get broken, and suddenly... Come on, do something so I can start again. Give me some momentum. Come on, boys. Give me some momentum. Harry Souttar to Tyrese Campbell, the dinky from the Fancydan himself. 2-1. This is what I was saying. The pressure starts to tell. The bell starts to toll. And the fat lady, she starts to sing. Oh, sorry. I mean, your mum starts to sing because we are coming forward. Andrea Zebrafic, the boy from Nuneaton Heath himself. Nah, he ain't Serbian no more. He's a full-blown boy from up north, putting us level. We may have bottled that last game against Fulham, but you know what we have? We have character. When the character select screen comes up for Stoke players, there ain't multiple people. There's just one big Stoke badge because that's how much character we have. Except Harry Souttar, he's a boy. The boy from down under is going to be sent back down there if he ain't careful. Starting to think yet again maybe playing a striker at centre back isn't a good idea, especially... I was always told one thing there. In times of tragedy, in times of tough living, this is where true men are built. This is where true character is shown. And one character that is going to be known around the world is the boy Carl. Rick Grimes himself is thinking my son might just be alive because that boy right there, he could take on the undead. One eye, no hand, he don't need it. If you don't watch Dorkheads, you're going to have no idea what I'm talking about. If you do watch Dorkheads, I'm so sorry for you. Stoke City though, they are back from the dead. 3-3, game on, time to keep pushing forward. It is 7:44 AM. I have work in less than an hour. Let's see if we can get this done. Rabbi Matondo, the church is in session. Ankles have been taken to sermon, but the cross, unsurprisingly when it comes to religion, isn't the most popular means of getting around. But you don't I guess you do give Rabbi 2 tries, because unlike Jesus, he wasn't able to resurrect his career of the second go around. But Danny Barth, I feel like I've been here before. Thank you. This is what I'm talking about. This is why we have these family disputes. Adam Davis, he's found his footing. I told him off. I definitely didn't beat him according to my lawyers. And this is what comes of it. Joey Welsh Jesus Allen finds Carl, who finds the rabbi. And on the third time of asking, third time lucky, the man finally gets the strike. 4-3. Boys and girls, you saw it last time against Fulham. Late on, we let a 3-1 lead slip. So many teams would let their season slip with a debilitating defeat such as that. But we ain't most teams. We have a Lord and Saviour known as one and only Tony Pulis. We have a guide to the top and we will follow it until the bitter end. Rabbi Matondo, he's only scored twice. One was in a 5-2 defeat. He's going to make sure the second time around it ain't going to be a loss. And you know what he also makes sure of? Second time round, the ball stays in the corner. It ain't leaving. It is likely another DiCaprio from Wall Street. That ball ain't, I'm not allowed to swear, leaving. It's leaving, but the time has come. As I said previously, the bell has tolled. And at the Thunderdome, Blackburn weren't quite able to get it done. Moving swiftly on, I told you it's going to be an action-packed episode. Tyrese, the Fancydan Campbell, 4 goals, 3 games. Blackpool, formerly owned by convicted something you can look up yourself, Carl Royston, now finally back where they belong in the semi-big time, but not for long if that is the level of defending they're going to be putting on play. Tyrese, the Fancydan Campbell, can't edit it quackers. Can we get a close-up on that boy? That's damn right he is. The top hat is on, and you know what? That performance is tippable. We will tip our top hat to Tyrese because that turn, that finish. My God. Blackpool though coming forward. I am literally struggling to stay awake here. I've been up since 1 AM. I've got work in an hour. I don't know what I'm going to do. It's probably a bad thing I teach children. Rabbi Matondo leaving men in the dust. And Harry Suter. No, it weren't Harry Suter. I thought twice. I have a second striker you may be shocked to find. Sammy, that's all folks, himself, heads it beautifully into the corner. I've asked you once how many headers I'm going to score this season. I'll give you a chance to re-guess because believe me when I say we are already in double digits. Some of you guessed 13, some of you guessed 16, some of you guessed a little less, some of you guessed a little more. But you know what? I'm starting to think we could double that figure. Rabbi Matondo gets down the wing.
Oh my goodness gracious!
That's just terrible. I don't even know what's... That's just awful, Tyrese. I love you, Tyrese. Like, legitimately, you could be my blood brother. That isn't Fancy or Danny. But we give him another go. Tyrese finds Sammy Fox and he's just going to plot this.
You suck!
They're doing it again. They're doing that thing where they get really cocky and stop putting the ball in. Thank you. Andre Zebra Fitch, the young English right winger, showing exactly what you get when you're born and bred up north. Simplicity, nothing extra, nothing unnecessary. Gets the ball, gets it done. Just like a good female on a night out. The EFL is gonna come to us. You're gonna see the league table after this because I'm gonna treat you right, don't you worry. I treat my subs right, and you're gonna see we got a work cut out for us. Speaking of work cut out for us, though, Blackpool are a team who do as well, especially when Big Danny Barth is finally learnt to slide tackle. We get up to the rabbi. Church is yet again in session. He's gonna whip it, and finally, a Christian and a cross actually go together well. Sammy Vokes. I haven't got much else to say after that goal. I'll let the video do it for me.
That's all, folks.
Boys and girls, I said I was going to treat you, and treat you I shall. Here you can actually see just how little every player I'm using is developing. I'm not exaggerating, this is generally the worst player development I've ever seen. I have checked the development plans, I've made sure they're all on the most efficient ones for player growth. It's not promising. It's just not a great look, to be honest. Basically everyone's either gone up one, stayed the same, or gone down, except for Tyrese the Fancydan, who thought, I'll give you something to enjoy, boss, I'll go up twice. The league table, it's also not looking particularly promising. Fulham, annoyingly, yet to lose, even though they probably should have lost to us. Some nice viewing though. Big Tyrese and Big Harry Sue are top in the goals and assists table. The big man, little man, and yes, I did just call someone who's 6'1" a little man because I'm 6'3" and I can do that. I feel like I throw that out there way too much. And yes, you would be correct, I am the tallest person in the world with a Napoleon complex. Why am I doing this whole commentary like it's a radio? I should be on radio. I'm just killing this. Stoke versus Coventry. Coventry, apparently at Moulton Road, not the Rico Arena. Derek Gray and Lee Dixon on commentary, so you are very welcome that you get to hear my dulcet tones instead. But you know what wasn't very dulcet? The early tackles going on. Christian, don't give... Can I even say his last name now? Christian, don't give effects with the strong challenge and gives Ben Hamer a free kick in a delightful position. It's almost impossible, but he somehow does. We get lucky. Can we take advantage though? I mean, Pato, it's not cool, bro. It's not. What am I saying? I love it, really. Yes, Callow, get into them, break their ankles, and make sure there's only 9 men on the pitch come the end of it. Sam McCallum, the man on loan from Norwich, steps over it, but Ben Hamer can only find the hand of Adam Davis. We finally get our own half of Andrei Zebrabic. That's another 2 years in my sentence. I need a swear jar. Speaking of listeners, if I was to say I'm not a little proud, I would be lying. Nathaniel Chalobah, he gets up, he gets in them, and he lets them know he is there. He is a man who likes to play rough. He is a man who found the sharp challenge from behind, and the Coventry man would promptly be deceased. But 10 men now. What can we do? Can we find a goal? Can we find something to hold on to and defend? You're darn tooting right. You're a striker, Harry Suter himself, with a little bit of magic. Those of you who are going to point out that I may have been hypocritically complaining about players' lack of knee joints and ankle joints in the last game, you'd be correct, and I'm still going to complain about this. Is a 6'7" guy who was literally spinning on one foot. He's not turning on it, he's planted the foot into the ground and somehow spun it 360 like it's an exorcist person's neck. EA, go outside. I can only imagine you don't have legs if you think that's how they work. Anyway, I'm not gonna lie, the match following this was genuinely one of the most boring matches in football existence. I had 10 men. It's all my difficulty on FIFA, so they're not going to come forward against 10 men. They're not going to overextend and try and actually get a goal back. They're just going to defend, pass the ball around like a bunch of tossers like they are doing now, eventually lose it because my defence is about as infallible as it comes, as you can see. We're then probably going to see it out. Boys and girls, as Calo Pato runs this forward, drives it through the heart of the midfield, and sees the game out. I can only thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you didn't, let me know what I can do to improve. But for now, boys and girls, there's an interview with the boss before we go. But for you, hope you all have a good day. Peace.
Quack on people's CRITQUES of your penchant for rough play.
Look, my uncle, he didn't teach you much. He really didn't. I haven't known him very well, but he taught me one thing. He taught me how to play rough. He taught me that people didn't like it up him. And he taught me when you get stuck in, you better get stuck all the way in, hard and fast, or believe there's no point doing it. So that is the tactics we're going to use when it comes to the pitch. And as you can see, we got the win, we got the W. So what is there to moan about? Stoke are on their way to the very top, and playing rough is how it's going to do. Maybe I like it rough. I know your wife likes it rough, so who cares? What I can announce, because this interview is basically irrelevant now, the player of the month. It is one Nathaniel Chalobah, because you know what I said going up there? Boys, get stuck in, get up 'em. Big Nate did it, and he took a player's ankle with him. So thank you to Nathaniel, and thank you for coming to this interview. Goodbye.